All right, you're back in the Cypher with the Podheads. It's JB Perez, Frank the Tank hitting the Mr. What is it? SpongeBob. CMoney over there just also hit it. Guys, we're the Podheads at Podheads Web Show. Check out our website, www.thepodheads.com. YouTube, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Check us out there. Give us some comments. Tell us what you want to see and hear. Guys, we're in the Cypher all together one more time. Or not even one more time. For the first time in a long time. And I'm super excited. Was it good, bro?
It was good.
Yeah, it looked like you're a little rough there. If you're a fan, you know the third segment is our segment where we bring you our segment. And I'm going to start it with hashtag the drug screening. So let's get started.
Did you ever see Son of a Woman?
Yup.
You ever seen Son of a Woman on weed?
You may have seen him before, but you've never seen him like this. We've scoured the archives in search of some of the worst movies just to bring you the hidden nugs that were made better by Bud. The Podheads Web Show presents The Drug Screening.
All right, guys, hashtag the drug screening where IJB, or any one of us for that matter, the Podheads bring you the worst movies made better by Bud. And I think this movie definitely, maybe not definitely, because I was young and I liked this movie too, and I laughed, and I watched it while high, and I laughed. So it was good all the way around. The Flintstones, guys. Yabba dabba doo.
Amazing. I love that movie as a kid.
Absolutely, guys. 1994. Wow. Check out this cast. Another thing about the drug screening that all these movies always have an all-star cast. Why do these movies have these great casts but suck for whatever reason, guys? Check it out. John Goodman. John Goodman was Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
Did such a great job, right? Rick Moranis.
Absolutely. Barney Rubble, he did a great job, yeah.
Perfect, right? Elizabeth Perkins, they even booked Rosie O'Donnell in this movie. Wow. Halle Berry, you said that in the break, CMoney, sexy, voluptuous. And Elizabeth Taylor, which actually was one of her last acting gigs, was in this movie. Elizabeth Taylor, yeah. Here you go, guys. $46 million budget, made $342 million worldwide. Yeah, so it was a great success financially. But people hated it, or at least the reviewers hated it. 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, guys. Roger Ebert gave it like 1.5 out of 5 stars.
Those people are
losers.
Mediocre, boring, just gray people. Like the attention to detail in that movie, like when she's cooking the giant egg, or she put one server puts the gigantic ribs on the car and it flips over. Just
they did a great job.
The art, the costumes, the visual effects. They really did a good job.
The sand dollars. That was like my favorite part when he flipped them the sand dollar and like all that stuff. It was great, yeah.
You said Halle Berry in the break. I think that's why people gave it such terrible reviews, because it was the Flintstones. It's a kids shows, but they threw in embezzlement right in the plot.
That's what made it hilarious. I think a sleaze bag boss. Halle Berry's
trying to seduce one guy, so I think that's...
How do you like your coffee?
A married guy, yeah.
In a cup, yeah.
And the bird.
Yes.
The bird, right. It's so good. Guys, if you haven't watched it, a quick synopsis of the plot. Fred.
It's the Flintstones.
It's the Flintstones.
Yeah, come on.
It's exactly that. Guys, they both work in a spot. Halle Berry and her boss are a bunch of crooks. They're trying to embezzle some money, but they need a fall guy. Long story short, Fred becomes this fall guy by getting...
He's the patsy.
By getting the VP job, which he then has to fire Bernie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
They have their... they start having feuds because of that, and there goes the story. So even the plot is great. I hated that I got terrible reviews because I loved it, especially when you're high. Guys, hashtag the drug screening.
Like CMoney said, the attention to detail was huge for me. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, a good movie is one that draws you in, just like a good actor. If you can forget for a few minutes, or at least for an hour, where you're at, right, and what you're looking at. And I remember that. I remember being immersed in that world and feeling like they nailed the cartoon. It was the live action version of it. How else would you do it?
You know what I mean? Like, it's all coming back to me. The what was it, a woolly mammoth, I guess, as the sink.
Shower
Yeah,
thing?
the
And the
shower.
shower and the
Oh, man.
when they were taking the test, they had the chisel in the answers on a big block, like, block
Yes.
paper.
Yes.
It was,
The acting was great. I mean, John Goodman.
Two great
was
actors,
Fred,
exactly.
Fred Flintstones. I mean, I think some hate was given to Rosie O'Donnell, and people didn't like her back
yeah,
then.
she's
either.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Maybe the script wasn't the strongest, but you still had like great actors.
Yeah.
It was a great,
Loved
kudos to the guys who
Loved
did the costume and the set design. It was a good movie, a perfect movie for the drug screen, JB.
Yeah.
Good job.
Watch it. Let us know what you guys think. Hashtag the drug screen. Yeah.
Sure.
CMoney, it's on you, bud.
Oh, it is on me. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Kind of caught me off guard. That pineapple does a little damage. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, definitely a good movie.
SpongeBob.
I may have to watch that after this just for good old nostalgia.
Yeah. While you fall asleep, you'll laugh your ass to sleep.
It's fantastic. So we're going to kind of go all over the place with Burns Your High this time. There's no specific one. So let's just get into it. Let's vent and smoke and, yeah, release some steam. Hey buds, this is Making CMoney from the Podheads web show. Welcome to my segment called Burns My High. This is a segment where I vent to my fellow peers, listeners, and friends about what irritated me since the last time we came together. Usually everyday life dealing with everyday people. I'm a Sicilian from New Jersey and I've just been told that I'm funny when I rant and rave. So this is what bothered me since the last time I got together with you guys. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're back, the Podheads web show, at the Podheads web show, anywhere, everywhere. You can just Google that and everything will pop up. And my co-hosts are really baked, as you can tell. I am too, so this segment's actually going to just be fun rather than me just getting super, super angry.
Nice.
Okay.
But, we've been struggling trying to get a little side business off the ground. We won't really go into details. And it's just the whole topic here is just things not going the way they should. And I'm just, if you guys can think while I'm kind of doing the pitch here, if you can think of a time in your life, a funny one rather, where things just did not go according to plan. And it was just one of those days you didn't even get mad. It was one of those days where you just went, fuck my life. Like,
oh, man.
and I can honestly think of so many. But this whole experience we have just comes to my mind. We purchased something. It worked when we purchased it. And then when we got it back to the place, it didn't. And it took over a week to get it to work.
Almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks. And the original plan, again, was to get this thing and start working within a couple of days. So severely backed up, and now we have a goddamn storm because, again, we live in a goddamn swamp, and there's a
Florida.
goddamn hurricane. So now it delays our job a couple more days, potentially. So at this point, I just have to laugh because there's nothing else, right?
Right?
Yeah. I can't get angry. I'm trying to not get angry. So
it's very rare. Frank the Tank said it. It's very rare that it goes easy for people. You know what I mean? Especially when you want something, you gotta kind of earn it. Right?
And I guess what, and
at least that's how I'm seeing it.
And
right?
I think about it, it pissed me off too
Glass half full.
because we were just talking about Epstein and all this shit. These cock-sucking human beings are
so rich,
filthy, stupid rich.
Yeah.
Like, think of what we could do and
So
how
not fair,
many
yeah.
people we could help with $100 billion.
not rape little girls.
Not rape little kids.
Yeah, we want to touch a child. Exactly. It's
I give
like-
them like basketballs and bikes and like, you know what I mean? Like, it fucks me. It fucks my mind. I don't understand it. But can you guys off the top of your think of any specific times where you're like, God damn this day?
Yeah, all the time. I think that's part of life, especially when you have to earn it, right? Like, things don't always go to plan, and it sucks when they don't. But at times you just have to kind of I told this guy the other day, I'm just used to shit not going to plans for me.
Yeah, me too.
So I just move on to the next solution. If that doesn't work, I move on to the next one. I think it's called tenacity. And you could either just be one of these people, and not you personally, I just mean anybody, you could just be one of these people that just kind of rolls over, or you could just keep pushing forward. And that's, I think, why we get along, because we keep doing that. Everything that we've done, we probably learned. I know, me personally, I've learned every lesson in life the hard way. I just never followed instructions. I never listened to advice. And I've managed to learn from doing the dumb things and making mistakes, and now I'm much better off. But without doing it, you can't. I told you guys, character building experiences. Without failure, you cannot build character.
Without good, without bad, there isn't good, right?
Yeah.
No, the amount of decisions just with chicks that I regret being stupid.
Oh,
alone.
yes.
Let alone
Absolutely.
like job decisions or like days where I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going in.
I mean, 15 years ago, I still think of decisions I did with girls.
Have you done that? I
hate
remember.
myself.
I remember stupid shit I've said at parties or at
Yes,
work or
yes.
comebacks that I wish I would have said to bosses.
Oh my God!
You always
You
think of
know,
the
from like
best
20,
after.
10
You
years ago,
remember,
right?
remember the episode of Seinfeld where Costanza wants to call him a name, so he turns around and drives to the airport to go fucking. It's
Tell
that type of shit, man.
I'm in the shower crying about something that happened 7 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Just wishing that I would have told this lady at Walmart. To go
Yeah,
fuck
it's so bad that sometimes I have fake arguments among myself when I'm alone. Arguments that haven't happened or had happened already, and I wish it would have went a different way. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Exactly, yeah.
But the human mind is a crazy, crazy thing. And I just try to urge people that do watch this, coming from someone who, still, again, I'm not perfect, but mainly was very just angry and would just react angrily to everything and anything that would go wrong. You really can't. That shit's just gonna kill you, man. It's really good. It's gonna push a lot of people away. A lot. And it sucks. So
Stress.
weed helps, exercise helps even more, and maybe some DMT or something.
Hey,
Let it go, man. Like Disney says, let that shit go. Hakuna Matata. Disney has been telling us for years, for decades, let the shit go.
Disney was also Walt Disney was probably also racist.
Maybe
so
that's what he's talking
6 and
about.
1.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Be
maybe it's
careful.
subliminally telling
Yeah.
people, let it go.
Pick
I know we
and
have
choose.
some pros and some racist shit in the parks, but just let it go.
Yeah, so pick and choose, guys, what you take from Disney. But I agree. Yeah, that was a good one. We're gonna be right back, guys. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about next, but
You
we'll
know what?
figure it
I told you, let's talk about one of our favorite topics is science and technology
Ooh,
and
yes.
space.
out. Perfect.
So let's talk about that one.
We're gonna talk
guys.
about
At the Podheads Web Show. No, at Podheads Web Show. Get the out of here. Guys, we'll be right back, guys. This is the Podheads.